welcome you, and especially those of you who are coming to our production for the first time. This is based on a true story, which you could read about in the program, and we are very proud to be able to present the story of these brave girls. And so I invite you to enjoy D.W. Gregory's The Radium Girls.
I was 15. It was time I paid my own way.
Pay your own way.
And the business with the brushes, I didn't invent that. They were doing that when I started there.
But you knew about it?
We all knew about it.
This is the inspection room. This is where the dials goes that are painted. And these are some of the girls who should on the floor be working.
And for that, I am most grateful.
Madam Curie.
No more questions. Madam Curie is on a tight schedule. Now, Mrs. Andrew Carnegie has sent a card.
No, I was gonna say it was like heaven. And they got to be so bad that you can't get a point no more. You can't make quota like that. Well, you'll do your best then, since I have my instructions.
In all my years, no one has so much as slipped on the floor. And now this?
We're talking about 4 girls out of how many that we've employed?
600, 700 over the years?
And some of them were sick when they got here.
We'll tell them it's a routine physical. Edward?
Companies give physicals all the time.
Perfect. Then Drinker will start next month.
In the meantime, I recommend we make an offer to Miss Kuzer.
Settle.
There's no proof her condition is connected to us.
If she sues, trust me, you won't like the poor publicity it brings, and neither will your investors. It could be like Charlie said, from a large immigrant family, not well educated, not a lot of resources.
A few $100s would mean something to a girl like that.
Could pay a few doctor bills, buy some medicine. By the sound of that letter, she doesn't have long to live anyway.
On the strange case of the Radium Girls,
who claim they were poisoned at the hands of their employers,
and now seek their day in court.
$250,000?
What would you do with $250,000?
I'd buy a wardrobe like Irene Castles.
I'd give it all to charity.
And then I'd travel around the world, first class with all my friends.
I'd play the stock market. I'd buy a fur coat.
tell us, Miss Fryer, how does it feel knowing you have such little time left?
I try not to think about it.
I'd like to share with you girls the key to my own good health at the age of 92. It's called Christian Science.
I was long for a companion, and I'm well equipped to offer you a comfortable home in your final hours. A girl like you has suffered so much. Don't you think you deserve a few fleeting hours of happiness? Sincerely, your admirer, Leonard F. Watkins. P.S. Enclosed with my picture.
What are you talking about?
$5,000. That's what I'm talking about. What'd you say, Grace? Does that sound good to you? Think you could use $5,000 nose clean when everyone else is up to their elbows in it? Ugh.
So, maybe we can do business together. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, that sort of thing.
I'm not following you.
Suppose you were to give me a list of the girls who worked here, and I see that there were no more lawsuits.
You think you could cure them?
Me? Put out a cure? No. I say, I scratch your back, and you scratch mine.
What makes you so sure these girls would come to you?
They'll come to me if I don't charge them nothing.
Because we'd be paying.
Exactly right. We understand each other, Mr. Reader.
What exactly are you asking for, Dr. Neff?
I need $10,000 for my trouble so far, plus, for every girl I agree to see here on out, $2 for each visit, plus expenses for the x-rays.
We're in a very bad situation here, Mr. Reader.
That's true. Mr. Lee says you're having trouble getting girls to work here.
Yes, and we've lost some contracts because of it.
And it's going to get worse.
The papers are full of stories about those girls.
Make the mouth look like six.
And what defense can we put out?
Except to say we'll try our case in court.
And in the court of public opinion, we've already lost.
And Reader? How can he play those kinds of games with those poor girls sitting right there?
Maybe this will help. I received a letter.
You'd think the company would be eager to take care of this with the kind of publicity this has gotten.
You've only seen part of it, Mr. Berry. Please. This is the full report. I received it in a letter this morning. Miss Drinker has been following our case very closely in the papers.
Read all about the Ledger, your first source for news.
Read in the graphic. We care, because you care.
The Miss Middleton and the women at the club, the whispers.
Why don't you put that away? Read the journal.
At the
saw it
club
the other
today,
day. Why
someone
don't
even
you
had the
read that?
nerve to say to me, "Is it true? Is it true?" She said, "Did your husband poison those women?" I said, "Mrs. Cowles, if you believe such things are true, why would you associate with a woman whose husband did such things?"
Why do you...
Last night, in a graphic exclusive, the founder of the U.S. Radium Corporation broke his long silence with this shocking announcement.
Radium is the most dangerous substance known to man.
Dr. Von Shishaki, is it true you assisted with the autopsy?
Yeah, using my expertise in radium extraction, I was able to determine that Masha has absorbed enough radium to kill 10 people. Substance.
Do you agree with the doctor's prognosis that the Radium Girls only have 1 year to live?
From what I've seen, they should be lucky to live that long.
Tommy, what do you think is going to happen after all this is over? Do you think it's just going to go back to the way things were?
Why wouldn't it?
I gotta go back to the surgeon. Here.
Grace, come on.
Should have given this back to you a long time ago.
I don't want it.
Tommy, don't make me say it.
You're not getting enough sleep, that's all.
Tommy.
You just need some rest, that's all. You get some sleep.
Tommy.
I'll be back to see you tomorrow.
Tommy.
Get some sleep.
Tommy, don't do this to me!
As for your request for a settlement, every case involves some humanitarian aspect. Therefore, I'm afraid that cannot be the basis for settling this one. But I have no doubt you will be rewarded for the good work you are doing. If not in this world, then the next.
Sure you did.
Catherine, don't do that! Catherine?
Oh, Grace, now look what you did. She's bleeding all over the dials.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
No problem. What's one more dead dial, Painter?
You didn't say nothing about this being confidential.
That's standard with most legal documents, Miss Fryer. We like to protect our privacy and yours as well. It cuts both ways. You agree to keep quiet about the terms of settlement, and so do we.
That seems fair.
It means it's our fault, don't it?
It's a standard defense. I wouldn't take it personally.
How else am I supposed to take it?
Mr. Merkley, Grace has had an awful headache all day. Maybe you could delete the papers.
Maybe he could just answer my question.
Grace?
He's lying.
Pardon, miss?
You mean to tell me if I don't sign them papers now and come back a week from now saying I changed my mind, you'd still rather go to court? You'd still rather some judge look at me and take your chances I won't win on sympathy alone? 24 hours? You're just trying to bully me.
Very well then. I'll take that as a no and see you at the hearing.
Yes, you will. You and Mr. Reader both. Even if they have to roll me in there, you'll see me.
I should put you through that wall.
Perhaps you should. But you will not. You will sit down, you will have some tea, and you will calm yourself.
I was never...
You see, girls, in the jaw it started. It's me in the hands.
I had no idea.
There's no reason you should. It's been some time since I've seen you. I did not want to believe her, Arthur. I did not want to believe that our girls could get sick using my paint. I wanted to show her it was a mistake. So I agreed to help. You're telling me you never noticed the glowing dust on your shoes when you went home at night?
Of course, I tracked it all over the house.
That means a good deal of it should be in your lungs.
For the concept.
Which you never read.
I think you will find, Mr. Barry, that very few company presidents read their own promotions, word for word.
It had your name on it. You authorized its release and had final approval of the content.
A settlement?
$10,000 cash for each girl, and $12 a week for life.
$12 a week?
Read all about the ledger, your first source for news.
Papa?
It was over here.
Oh, not this again.
This is where I saw her that last time.
This is morbid, Papa.
I stood there for a while, and then something made her look up. Those brushes flying from the paint to the dials, to the paint to the dials, to their lips. Try as I might, Harriet, try as I might, I cannot remember their faces. I never saw their faces.
It means a lot to us because the show is like kind of really heavy, but you know, it's something that we were all really excited to do when we were reading through it. I remember watching everybody's faces because luckily we had gotten to read through it beforehand, but watching everybody else as we read through it, their faces, they were like, what? That happened? You guys did a great job. Thank you.
I have the honor of honoring Mama Swamps, Mrs. Swamps. So we have the wonderful honor of thanking Mike Luncey, wherever you are. Mike, thank you enough for everything that you do. So thank you so much.
I have the honor of welcoming our bearded lady to the stage. And our tech, and we are so proud to have him let us talk.
From our fight director from the last few years to our director of directors and us, thank you for keeping us all sane. And also, quick thank you for helping me project because, like, I'm a mumbler. Because.
Miss Valentine to come up here? Or is she? She's here, and then Gabby trying to prepare a speech so she couldn't be there. This past year, I came not really knowing how to sew.
All right. Well, I have the high honor of honoring or giving my flowers to Miss Frau Tavani. She is the wife of Mr. Tavani, our director, so God bless her. She's our producer, but she's more than that. She's our advisor, and she's just a wonderful lady. And I love her so much. And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. She's just great, and you're like my other mom. And I love you so much.
Our wonderful director, Mr. T. Oh my gosh. Where do I start? From Sonic running around in the backstage area during Tech Week to like getting on us about lines and everything, and do you know how awkward it is for this man to teach you how to stage kiss? I'm not gonna go into it, but it's interesting. I'm just gonna say that. So this thank you goes out to our wonderful director. It's been such an honor to work with you for these past 4 years. I won't forget this experience at all. Thank you.
I'm Craig Tamati, I'm the director of this thing. First year we have Sully, and she was a joy to work with. What's neat, she didn't even audition for the play. That was what's amazing. Somebody recommended her to us, and I'm so glad she came and joined us. So I'm looking forward to 3 more years with her in fall plays. So, well done.